All right. This is the Suzuki Katana. I know next to nothing about this bike other than this is a retro, neo-retro. It's based on an old bike type thing, that's what I know. And another thing I know is that the clutch is super hard. Jesus Christ. And I really like the dash. The dash is so cool. Alright, so there's stuff in the road. This is the Suzuki Katana. This is a test ride, and it is just a test ride with my opinions, which is just an opinion. If you have a disagreement, let me know in the comments and live with it. So this is a test ride where I get 15 to 20 minutes with a bike. I get to ride it for 15 to 20 minutes and say whatever I want during that time. That means that whatever pops into my head I will say, because of the shortage of time, and I don't have time to, you know, make a script or anything like stupid like that. So this is the Katana, and I can already tell, wow, it's an inline 4. I want to say it's an inline 4, and my god, it's got some low end. Thank you. It's got some low end. I don't know if I like the clutch. It engages really early, and it's very hard. Oh wow, it moves. It definitely moves. What is happening? Alright, stop it. So this is a retro bike. I'm guessing it's like a GSXS-1000 or 1000 engine in it. Probably 1000 to be honest. So as you can see, it's kind of retro. Seating position is not upright as a stick, but close to it. It's a little bit leaned forward, meaning that my butt is further back than my arms on my bike, which I ride a MT-09 SP. Just throwing that out there so that you know where I come from when I'm saying stuff about this bike. Yay! So it's a Suzuki. It feels kind of heavy. Not gonna lie, it feels kind of heavy. I don't like that clutch. Oh my goodness, it engages so quickly. This will be the last test ride that I do for the day. I've been test riding bikes all day, and now it's time for me to head home. Wow, that clutch is engaging so fast! That has to be able to be adjusted. Oh wow, and the suspension is kind of wobbly. Well, it's not wobbly, it's just firm. Oh, are you throwing rocks at me there? What is that? That's a wheel hub. Alright, so it's wow, that clutch is brutal. Maybe that is because the clutch on the original was brutal, I don't know. When I squeeze my knees together to try to hug the tank as good as I can, I'm really stuck here. I am. But I really have to squeeze to be stuck there. And it's this kind of empty void right on my kneecap, like on the inside of my kneecap. I don't know, it's kind of weird. It's kind of a pressure point, but not something that would make me not buy the Katana. I mean, it's probably not for me anyway, because it's more a show bike for those that well, the way I see it, it's probably a good machine to ride as well, but it's more of a, should I say, a bike that you buy because you have an affection for the old Katana, or you just like retro. I don't know, I mean, this dash, if I could have this dash on my bike, I would be golden. So riding it as of right now, it's comfortable. It's really comfortable. I don't want to say anything about the seat yet and jinx it, but it feels kind of rough. It feels kind of hard compared to some of the other seats that I've that I've sat on, learned to speak. If you haven't figured it out by now, this is just me rambling. Why are you on your phone, you SRT10 idiot? Now this bike is about to run out of petrol, so I'm not going to do an additional highway run on this. But I thought it would be nice to test this bike because it looks kind of funky, right? It does look kind of funky, at least to me. I'm born in I was born in... I don't know what kind of song that was. Oh, okay, the suspension is super rough. Oh my goodness, do not go there. And I thought it would be cool to test this out, because the looks of it isn't something that necessarily appeals to me. But that doesn't mean that it's not a joy to ride, right? So if I try to flick this, it flicks super easily. It really does. I can say really one more time and it will not flick any faster, but at least I will get my point out there. It's no, but seriously, it's kind of cool. I like it. I like it when the companies like this do something different. It's not necessarily super bold of them to do this. I get that this bike probably sold quite well in the, I don't know, 80s, 70s, 60s. I don't know where this bike is even from. This is me rambling inside a helmet, I'm sorry. But I get where they come from, or I really like where they come from, because they do something like this and it's not for everyone, but it's for someone. And that I like. When a thing is for someone. Yeah, I know those bumps can be rough. You should buy a motorcycle and wash your car. I realized I should have done some reading on this bike, or on a lot of bikes actually. Well, I should have, but I didn't, because that's not what I'm about. Specs and everything like that doesn't really matter all that much to me. I think I've said it in every test right now, but I'm more about how the bike feels and less about how it is on paper. If it's got 200 horsepower but you don't enjoy ride it, why ride it? Bragging rights? Yeah, I know. I know all the stupid reasons. Don't worry. Go. Thank you. Katana. I'm a blade. I'll cut you up. I wonder if it is... what engine sits in this? I'll have to look it up and I'll put it on the screen right here. Or I just... yeah. I guess that is everything I had to say about the Katana. Suzuki Katana. Oh, Suzuki Katana! Alright, I'll stop. I'm sorry. If you enjoyed this video, you know what to do. And I'll catch you not in the next test ride, because this was actually the last test ride. But I'll be sure to test other bikes and make other videos and stuff like that. So just, you know, hang around. Subscribe if you want to. Alright, I'll catch you guys in the next video. Thanks for watching.